All right, well, today is November 16th, 2021. And right now at 10 p.m. here on the West Coast, we have a temperature of 52 degrees. The relative humidity is 90%, and the dew point is 49 degrees. And we have a barometric pressure of 29.89 inches, or about 1,013 millibar. Okay, so the last couple of days here in the Southern California area, we've been watching these skies being sprayed over, heavily sprayed over by these specially equipped jets. Now, if we look at the long wave infrared map, we can see a sort of a pineapple express flow originating out of the tropics here and flowing right up a portion of, well, we see a low pressure here, but it's drawing a lot of the moisture up towards the low and then into California. Now, this is a 200 frame loop, and we're seeing now the very tail end of that loop. And outside, right now, over the Southern California area, the skies are just completely hazed over. The moon is out. You can see a big ring around the moon. But the point is that it should have been raining the last couple of days. And now, if we look at the, this is the continental U.S. Map. Here we can see, this is also a 200 frame loop. We can see all this moisture moving right into Northern California Central and then into Southern California in the afternoon hours of yesterday and all the way through today and tonight. And zero rain. If we look at the Doppler map, there is nothing happening, not only in California, but all the way out through the over the Rockies and out into the Midwest. So let's go back to that map once again. And right now, we can see all this weather moving across the, across the country there, and we see that there's a little bit of weather over the over northern Colorado, snow, and into up and into Wyoming. We can see there. So there's really not much happening. And if we look at the hydrology report for yesterday, over the last 24 hours, up until today, we see that the only areas that got just trace amounts of rain were up in the Northern California area, right up where, well, right up here just near Crescent City, actually. And we see that just a few hundreds fell in certain areas. But the rest of the state, there's just zero, no rain. And if we look at Southern California next, we see the same thing. And so we know from all this data that the specially equipped jets were just spraying the hell out of everybody. And that's why I put up a video earlier today that verifies that. And the jets are still up tonight spraying as this moisture field continues to move through. So the idea that the notion that the jets are up spraying at nighttime to mitigate solar radiation is a joke. It's a total joke. It's an insult to our intelligence. And so this is just going to be a short report. Let's take a look next at the this is the Pacific Surface Analysis map, and we can see over here, this is California. We've got 3 lows indicated here. 3 lows indicated, and not a single drop of rain fell, as I mentioned, over the last 2 days. So we've had a permanent high pressure installation right here along the west coast. We can see that high has been moved up. It'll drop back down here in a couple of days. This low is moving right up towards Oregon and Washington. This is a gale force low. And we've had just about, I think, about 1.5 inches for the season this year. I tally the rain from July 1st to June 30th each year. And we've had 1.5 inches. And last year, we had just a little bit over 5.5, I believe. I don't have my records right in front of me, but it was a very, very dry year last year, pardon me. Very dry year, the driest on record for Southern California. And so there it is. No rain. Pretty much the entire country is showing no rain. I have a screenshot up here. I took a screenshot yesterday, or what? I think it was today. Yeah, of Sitka. There's a transmitter. I didn't know this, but there is a WSR-88D right in the Sitka area of Alaska. And so I will show that the next video showing the pie-shaped cutouts. There was a lot of precipitation, and this Sitka transmitter was chopping that up. Okay, so that's going to be the end of the report. Just once again, let's just take a look at this East Pacific infrared map and look at all this rain moving in, and not a drop fell in central or southern California the last 2 days. So we know that like I said before, the jets were up spraying the hell out of everybody, and we don't know what they're putting in that nanoparticulate powder that is being sprayed. They could be spreading the latest COVID variant. We just don't know, but it's certainly plausible that could be happening. So here once again we see no rain totals for anywhere but up in the northernmost areas of California. And look at this, just a few hundredths in each of these areas. This is really astonishing, and not a peep out of these jerks that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year up on the mainstream media stage. So there it is. Look at this. No rain. And we had this massive, look at that. That should have dumped several inches of rain all up and down the entire state. Okay, before we sign off, I want to show, let's keep an eye right here. Now look what happens. We have a rectangular imprint right here, opens up, managing that low pressure, and once it gets over a certain area here, well, we got to refresh. Okay, let's watch it again. Right here, this thing fills out into sort of a rectangular shape. Watch what happens. They'll pull the transmitter off, and it fills in right there, and poof, you get yourself a low pressure system that is going to generate some rain for the East Coast. All right, so there it is. We'll just leave it right here. Okay, that's it.